Huh?
There we go.
What was that, Wolfgang?
Oh, I guess what?
There it goes again. Somebody else on the rattlesnake.
I think it's my chair. It's kind of old.
Okay. This is what's going on, and I literally just got this in my, well, I actually had my inbox a little bit earlier today. As you guys all know, Who Gate finally cracked open. Apparently there have been episodes discovered, and they're finally, the BBC's decided to break down and, reveal exactly what's going on, what they've got. Matter of fact, Fraser Hines and Deborah Watling will be doing the presentation tomorrow as part of the festivities. Now, this is what I've got.
Yep.
9 episodes are going to be released tomorrow.
Right.
This will consist of 5 missing parts of the Enemy of the World.
Yeah.
And 4 of the 5 missing parts of the serial The Web of Fear.
Ooh.
Right.
So, good news, good news all around.
Can I just clarify? Are they going to be released or are they going to be announced?
Okay, this is what I got. Originally, there was announcements going around that they were going to release these out onto iTunes Wednesday. And then for some reason, they decided to back it up, and then they called a press conference. Matter of fact, it says right here in my notes, 9 episodes being released.
Okay. So it's probably only on iTunes then?
Yeah, now that's if they go with the original iTunes plan. Now, there's word going around that there'll possibly be a DVD release before too long.
Right.
According to what I read on Ian Levine's page, someone was actually griping about the fact that they're only going to charge a whopping, I think, £15 each episode.
Well, good, rightly so. Yeah, well, good, rightly so.
I'm like, come on, it's like compared to what Ian Levine could be paid out to save, the episodes he saved. You know, £15 is freaking peanuts.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah. No. Okay, so anyone else have any other questions on that front?
I actually have a question. This might sound dumb, but have they done anything with them? I mean, are they just pulling them out and then shoot them right onto online for you to grab, or have they done any digital transferring as far as cleanup goes?
Now, the thing is, if they're releasing them, that means that they already had them in their custody and they had to have cleaned them up. Because these were left over from films, which means there's no way they were even readily available to transfer immediately to digital media unless they already had them in their hands and have already transferred them over to video.
That's what I was thinking.
Can I just interject there, Freedom? There.
Yeah.
What it is, Josh. Basically, the word is that they had all these. They had these over 2 years, to be honest with you. They had plenty of time to clean them up and digitalize them, and especially you can do it. It's more easier to do it on film than it is on video. So,
do you think that that's why there's been all this hush hush, that they're trying to keep the attention off, or is it just melodrama?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because what happened was the original article was from back in 2011, and they stated, I think it was over 3 tons. Wolfgang, what are you doing there? Don't hurt yourself. There were over 3 tons of film cans brought back from Africa, approximately 80,000 cans of 8,000, sorry, I went a little overboard. 8,000 cans of film. And someone keeps asking me, and I want to state this just for clarification. Someone goes, why would they release these animated episodes if they already had them? No, what happened was 8,000 film cans, which means they had to go through every single one of these cans. Chances are, maybe the labels were deteriorated and all that. They had to determine what they had, what was usable. And meanwhile, the animation projects were already started. Come on, this is the BBC. You don't think they're going to go, guys, halt up that animation production in case we, episodes.
Yeah.
Wrong. They went, go on ahead. That way we can release the full version later and charge you up the butt to get another copy of a program you already own.
Yeah. Can I just interject there again, Stephen, just to enlighten our American friends, Josh and Wolfgang? I've contacted a source of mine, basically, and they do this. I mean, they've had plenty of time to clean them up. Because basically, how it goes, a lot of these countries like Africa and things like that, what they do is because they didn't have the video technology in those days, they would transfer them to film for them. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
So, and you will, and film is a lot easier to restore than video is. So, you know.
I mean, like I was saying, I was kind of curious what state we're going to be getting them on, you know, because they've been like very coy at trying to tell us any information on the whole situation.
Yeah.
You know, like Dr. Freedom had said, you know, this has been an ongoing situation for what, 3 years, where it's like on again, off again, bringing us along, letting us know whether there's something there or not.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, I mean they've had over two years to clean them up and that. I think it's safe to say that the Web of Fear and the Enemy of the World have been restored to a high quality, because they wouldn't even announce it for release if they hadn't.
Now,
Just put it that way, Josh.
Do we have clarification how many episodes they're going to end up releasing? I mean, I've heard 109. I've heard somewhere around 90.
No,
Okay.
not yet.
90? So if that's the case, how many do we have left to find?
Well, they haven't confirmed 90. Freedom's got the information.
Okay, this is what I got. Ian Levine stated today, matter of fact, less than 12 hours ago, he still believes something in the region of 90 episodes have been found. Now, the original report was 96, I believe, which would leave only 12 missing. That's 12, serials. And 9 of those were from the Dalek Master Plan.
Okay.
So, if this is true, if they've recovered, say, 96, that would only be 12, or they're saying 106 now. I thought the original number was 108, but...
That's 106 that you did took it back in 2011. Yeah.
So if they recovered 96, that would leave only 10 episodes missing, with the majority of them becoming from one serial of Doctor Who.
That's incredible.
They pretty much got all of them back minus 9 episodes of the Master Plan and 1 episode. I can't remember what the other one was.
Mission to the Unknown.
Mission to the Unknown, standalone.
Yeah, standalone, yeah. The first Doctor Light episode, believe it or not.
Yeah, the first Doctor Who Light episode, Mission to the Unknown. Doctor wasn't even in it.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be a pilot for a spin-off of the Daleks.
Oh, was it? I don't know. I've never researched Mission.
Yeah, allegedly it was,
The space security agents will have been the heroes. They should have had a sitcom Daleks.
Oh, please don't. Let's not go that way. Let's go down that road.
With the Daleks.
Yeah.
Please.
So if these 9 episodes come off tomorrow, forgive me for being an idiot, but does that complete those 2 serials?
Okay, let me read off again what I do got. Just to be all right. Now, Mo's the expert on the missing episode as far as I'm concerned. He knows more about it than I do. Okay, this is what we got. Let me read this again. Now I got to bring it up, and I lost it. Duh. Okay. If I remember right, there was only 1 episode of Enemy of the World in existence, which means that these 5 missing parts will complete it.
Yes.
And 4 of the 5 missing parts of the Web of Fear, and I think we only had 1 episode of the Web of Fear, correct?
Episode 6 was it? No.
Yes, it was. I think it was. I think it was 1 episode of Web of Fear. Yeah.
So it's still the missing one.
So if they found 4 of the 5 missing parts, that only leaves 1 missing serial in the Web of Fear.
I like the Enemy of the World. It was it was different. It didn't have any monsters or anything. It's kind of like a spy thriller.
Yeah, this is where the Doctor met his second doppelganger, where Patrick Troughton actually played 2 roles.
I saw something about that recently. I wouldn't mind seeing that episode.
Yeah, I read it once in a book, in a novelization, and I can't remember where, but I do remember.
I've seen it, but I've got to say the diversity of Troughton's acting on both parts is absolutely outstanding.
Oh,
Salamander. Yeah.
Wolfgang, it was Enemy of the World I'm talking about. I read that novelization.
Yeah, that's the only one. that didn't have any monsters in it for that season.
But I think the Web of Fear has been completed.
Now, if I remember right, Web of Fear is the first episode where Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart showed up, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
But not the first episode. Sorry, Graham.
Oh, sorry, you're right.
Nicholas Courtney's appeared in. He appeared in the Dalek Master Plan.
Yeah, that's why I said Lethbridge Stewart, because he appeared as different.
So, if they've recovered 4 of the 5, the original of what we had with the Web of Fear was episode 1. So yeah, there's still be one missing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the ending of the world was directed by Barry Latz, and that was his first job for Doctor Who.
Awesome.
Yeah, but so.
Well, that's a good start, guys. I just hope they find that other episode to complete that serial.
To be honest with you, I think they found them all with those with the Web of Fear. I think they found them all. They wouldn't have left one hanging.
Because, I hope you're right.
No, I know that I think they wouldn't have left one hanging. Because
why would you? If you still had one if you still had one episode to restore, why even bother announcing it?
Exactly. So no, I think that's completed. I think that's completed. That is completed. So I won't worry. I think those 2 episodes are completed. I think. Well,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said because basically they would not go through all this with releasing one full episode and another one with just one missing. It just wouldn't make sense. But I can just tell you now that I think Web of Fear would be completed. So go ahead, Josh.
Do you think at any point we're going to see BBC America have a revitalization and maybe play some of these old episodes? I mean, I know that might be wishful thinking, but
why?
Oh, without doubt. Without doubt.
I don't have a doubt in the world, because you got to remember the Doctor's Revisited specials aired over here, and
before it aired over here.
Yeah, they're just now getting them over in Great Britain.
They start here on Sunday.
Yeah.
Which I've SkyPlused it, by the way.
Well done.
I don't know why. I've already got them anyway. So
exactly. We've already.
We've
acquired them.
Basically, it's just a matter of time before we get them aired.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I've got a funny feeling it'll be like a special documentary with it and stuff and blah blah blah. But it's amazing, because I think I do actually remember that they aired when Tomb of the Cybermen was found in '92. I think they showed that as a special screening in the cinema, and I was hoping there'll be something like that for this one, for these 2, but obviously not. But there we are.
Yeah, because from what I'm hearing, this is just tip of the iceberg territory here.
And that's probably the reason why, if they've got more to announce, they kind of, basically get a cinema screening for everything, if they've got more to announce more. The BBC are cheap at the best of the times, and they'll take as much money as they can get out of you. Allegedly.
I mean, they'll charge you for it. Why not?
Yeah.
May want to keep your eyes peeled, Graham, because according to a tweet that I've got here in my inbox, just listening to the BBC Radio Scotland, they have said that the Edinburgh Missing Believed Wiped event in December will have some Missing Who to show.
Oh, I need to go to Edinburgh? Oh, God.
Why is Edinburgh?
Why, is that far from you? Is it?
No, it's only about an hour and a half, but Edinburgh's overrated. Full of cobbled streets and a castle.
Gosh, it sounds like Coronation Street, man.
So really exciting events going on here in the 50th anniversary year, guys. It's like, sheesh, at least we're getting something positive out of here.
But no. I mean, basically, it was really, really, really bad kept secret, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But Josh, just out of interest, have you bought any of the reconstruction animation video?
I have not bought anything, guys. As a matter of fact, I wait till a friend will pick it up, or they air it on TV, and I know that might disappoint some of you, but really my funds are low, so I got to take the Doctor Who as any way I can. You know, there's a lot of my friends that are interested. So when they get stuff and they're like, "Hey, you want to borrow it?" I borrow it.
Josh, you have no worries with regards to us, mate. That's how we acquire our backups.
I'm sorry.
Allegedly,
Allegedly,
Graham.
yeah.
Allegedly.
That's how we acquire our backups, mate. It's
Allegedly,
not a problem.
again.
Allegedly, yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
funny. You know, it's how much they're going to charge for these when they do them. Because
Nah, if they say it's 15 quid, it's fair enough. But what I was worried about was whether they would release it in one big box set, which I was really scared, you know, like a Hartnell one and a Troughton one. But you know.
I don't think they can do that until they know exactly the full list of what they're. I mean, if they're only releasing 9 tomorrow, it tells you that they're still working on more as we speak.
Graham, my friend,
Yeah.
they know exactly what they got in there, mate.
And why don't we
Do
release
not be
9?
fooled.
Because
Yeah.
I even had it here from 3 nights ago that 10th
Right.
Planet Part 4 is, according to some insiders, part of the larger find, but has not yet been handed over.
Okay.
Ooh.
Does anyone have? Oh,
What
was that?
Say that again.
What happened, Wolfgang?
Does anyone have the Lost in Time DVD set?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
What do you want to know
Yeah.
about it?
Oh no, I just wanted to know if. Oh, I just wanted to say that if you liked it, because I have it and I enjoy mine.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. I know it's great, but it's even be better when we got the full episodes to watch it.
Yeah.
Because it'll be now defunct.
Yeah.
It's funny because I spent a bit of money getting mine signed. So, but you know, but at
Signed
least
it,
some.
no?
Oh, Nicholas Courtney.
Good old. Did you get the break? Good man.
Yeah. Jamie McCrimmon.
The Hungerman. Okay.
Yeah, Fraser Hines and Peter Purvis.
Ah.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, what's her name? Carol Ann Ford, William Russell.
What's her name? Oh.
Yeah. Loads of them. So you know.
Well, fair enough.
So, but
Oh,
now,
yeah.
But
as I say, it's defunct now because we're hopefully getting most of those. But you know.
yes, yeah. Albeit in dribs and
So-
drabs.
so
but we'll
with-
get-
So
Yeah.
with them releasing these two, what does anybody have any idea of what kind of a time frame we're going to see releases of the rest of the stuff?
Oh, who the hell knows? It's a
Who
BBC.
the hell knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, who the hell knows?
Plus, we have to.
I mean,
have
they-
to figure-
They discovered episode 2, I think, of the Underwater Menace a year ago.
Yeah.
That was 2011.
Yeah. Or yeah, 2 years ago.
But I think, to be honest with you guys, it's just be patient. Watch this space.
Yeah, but you'll probably find it'll extend the DVD line, you know, 1 a month, 2 a month, into 2014 or whatever. Yeah. Allegedly.
But I'm so glad that they're not releasing it on a box set capacity. Because
No, that'd have been bullcrap.
yeah,
That would be a
I've still got
nightmare.
It, but it would kill my wallet.
Mm.
Well, you know, like I said, it's great, you know, because if I remember right, I think even Peter Purvis said that he hasn't ever even watched any of these. Even the ones he was in.
Yeah.
So for some of these, you know, folks, this is gonna be the first time they've actually gotten to watch themselves on screen in these particular episodes in almost, you know, 40, 50 years, depending on, you know, which ones are being put out.
Yeah. Yeah. But just out of interest, which are the missing episodes? Are you looking forward to watching, Josh?
Well, honestly, I think Dalek's Master Plan. You said there's episodes of that.
Yeah.
I would love to see that because I've not gotten to see a ton of the black and white Who. I've gotten to see little bits here and there. Mostly, I've seen Troughton's run.
Oh, great.
So, and you know, there's a vastly different contrast between him and Hartnell. I lean a little more towards liking the Troughton stuff. Nothing against Hartnell. I mean, he's classic in his own right.
Yes.
But I'd say anything Troughton does, I'm down with watching. I definitely want to see that episode with Salamander. I was reading something about that the other day. I think it was something.
The enemy of the world.
Yes, I think I was reading something about that on one of the websites Dr. Freedom generally will tell us about. Yeah. And it seemed like an interesting enough episode that I'd sit through and enjoy it.
Okay. What about you, Wolfgang?
Oh, well, I think this episode 1 of the Celestial Toymaker, because I think that they had this thing where the Toymaker was messing with the minds of the heroes, and they had flashbacks to previous stories.
Yeah,
so
that's episodes.
That's
one of my favourites, especially when the guy's playing hopscotch, with the, with the stepping stones, and he gets fried. Brilliant.
And the power of the Daleks had like a Dalek out of its armor. I would like to see how they did that effect back then.
Oh yeah, I went to the toy store today, and I just went to a regular toy store, and they're selling miniature Daleks from Power of the Daleks. So maybe
is that a hint?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's a hint. What about you, Graham?
Well, I agree with Wolfgang there with regards to the Celestial Toymaker. Let's see that with regards to Hartnell. Aside from Power of the Daleks being Troughton's first story, I'm really anxious to see the Faceless ones.
Oh, great. Fantastic. I know we went through this before with in the previous podcast, Freedom, but what about you?
Well, let me see. Power of the Daleks, obviously, because I want to see Troughton's first episode, stepping into the role. Because, thanks to some folks, I was lent the book that was done by his son, and the way he describes how, Patrick was, so nervous and so, about filling Hartnell's shoes, and also he was so nervous that he was going to be the one that ruined Doctor Who and run it off the air. I want to see how he handled the pressure and how he acted out that role of being his first serial.
Yeah.
Well, also, I do want to see Web of Fear, because even though Dick Courtney had been in the show before, this is his first appearance as, Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart, then Colonel Lethbridge Stewart, and I really want to see, how that whole relationship started.
Yeah. I mean, as well, exactly. But you know what I would love to see, because I've read the book and I've heard the CD, is from your own countrymen, the Highlanders. The Battle of Culloden.
Yeah, we get our asses kicked. That's good.
The Battle of Culloden. Because I'd like to see that, and also the Underwater Menace. I'd like to see.
The book's still that.
Yeah, and I heard on Troughton's book that I gave to Freedom, that it wasn't liked, it was poor, but the storyline was great.
Yeah.
Because I think they weren't happy with the effects. Correct me if I'm wrong, Graham, was it right?
It was the effect of the underwater monster, actually, I think it was.
Yeah, but I don't know. But the story's great.
The Underwater Menace, the Doctor had written a note to someone, and he signed it Dr. W.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Right. So Josh, have you heard or any of the CDs of the missing episodes?
The ones that who puts them out? I'm sorry, I forget their names right now.
BBC Worldwide.
No, I have not gotten to listen to them. I've gotten to hear snippets of it, but with my funds right now, that's something I would love to delve into. If I had the cash, believe me, guys, we'd be talking about those frequently, off of podcasts.
Yeah.
What do you recommend?
Well, really,
where's a good starting point for somebody to get onto those?
Well, what I would have said is Dalek Master Plan, but now I've got to say just be patient. But if I could, I'll probably add you and we'll talk about it off podcast, mate.
No problem.
Yeah, because there are certain places you can view versions of the stories set to like telesnaps and all.
Yes.
We won't.
Okay, enough said about that. All right?
Yeah.
We don't want certain cranky organizations yanking them off before we get a chance to watch them ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you guys are putting down.
Because that's how I got to watch Marco Polo. It was with telesnaps into sound, and I won't say on which site, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, even though it was just telesnaps and and audio.
Yes. So
That's another one I really hope we get. Marco Polo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You would. Yeah. As I said before, I mean, I just want to see how great a director Waris Hussein is. On that. Because I've seen other films of his, and his directions are brilliant. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And I think his direction on Unearthly Child, especially the first episode, is still, a piece of art. To be honest with you, especially the pilot episode, it's very dark.
With how most of us have not seen these episodes, and we've gotten to see like Pertwee, Baker, Davison, et cetera, and then with Hartnell and Troughton being the two that's rare to see, I'm curious as to when the diehard fans that want to go back and visit these new episodes that we're going to get released, how that might put a different spin on Doctor Who as far as we're used to how other actors have presented the Doctor. But we've seen bits of Troughton and Hartnell, but when this is all said and done, I'm trying to think of how to word this exactly. Is it going to put a new spin on Doctor Who for the fandom, in a sense, that have never grown up with these episodes?
I'm seriously hoping so myself. Go ahead, Wolfgang.
I want to say something about Marco Polo. Is that there was one episode of that story, Marco Polo, that Waris Hussein didn't direct. I think the director of that one was John Crockett, who would later direct the Aztecs.
Are you sure? Hang on.
Well, I heard that.
I think he directed all of it. To be fair,
I think it was like part 4.
I have to look that one up. That's interesting.
I'll have to look that up. But I've got a funny feeling. But there we go. It's because I've asked him that myself.
Yeah.
But and I got him in an interview saying that he directed all of it. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but now you got me curious now. So, but then again, it just proves you should never believe anything you read on the internet.
Yeah.
That's what Abraham Lincoln said.
Except for podcasts. You can trust podcasts.
Morris?
Yeah?
I'm looking at the TARDIS data core right now. It says Waris Hussein, John Crockett, the Wall of Lies only.
Okay.
Was that part 4?
There was one there, that he didn't direct.
Okay, well, it's Wikipedia, so
No,
I'll look into it a bit more.
I guess so. I'll have to look into it a bit more because that's a new one by me. I have to admit it.
Yeah, but that's still with Wikipedia that is that Dalek.
Well, that's
thing.
The TARDIS,
TARDIS.
Which is still Wikipedia. So we'll have to double check it. But.
Yeah, so I'll we'll have to dig about for that. So.
Yeah. It's a minute point anyway, but whatever,
Yeah, but it's fun, isn't it?
Interesting, but mind you.
Yeah. But Josh, can I just go back to Josh there for a bit of freedom? Your previous question. Can you elaborate? What do you mean by that? Can you specify a little bit more?
Well, you think of like the age range of people that are watching today's Doctor Who. I'd say they're in their teens to, I don't know.
20s maybe?
Yeah. Okay, and a lot of those probably have not experienced Hartnell and Troughton.
Yeah.
And they've probably they've seen the Doctor's revisited episodes, at least here in the States, and some of them have gotten a taste of what that's all about. But I'm curious about those people that when those seasons end, that they still want their Doctor Who fix, and they're like, hey, there's these new episodes on iTunes, new to me, that I've never got to see. Is that going to really have them reevaluate their Doctor Who? And I'm not saying it in a negative way, but put a different spin on it, like, wow, I never knew this or that, or,
Well, maybe after the docudrama,
Sure.
with David Bradley and Reece Shearsmith, although a minute role playing Patrick Troughton. Maybe you're right about that. You know, you never know.
I mean,
it'd have been even better if Moffat included, you know, the classic doctors in the 50th. You lying little so and so, Moffat. But you know.
But I think, like Freedom said, I personally am looking forward to getting a chance to sit down and watch these episodes, not one by one, you know, but when I've got time. And I'm curious what kind of an audience they're going to have when this comes through. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just me personally curious what effect this may have on Doctor Who. I don't think it's going to be negative.
Well, I remember when the Tomb of the Cybermen was found from Hong Kong.
Okay.
The sales of that just shot up. It just went up in the stratosphere, believe it or not, you know. So, yeah, I think, yeah, they would be. More out of curiosity, I think.
You know, and, you know, typically when you go to a science fiction convention, I'm sure you see more people dressed up like Matt Smith or Tennant or maybe even Edison. You know, I'm curious if we're going to start seeing more people dress up as the classic doctors. You know, things like that. But
I mean, the more ones that I see is a Tom Baker. That's as far as they go, really.
Sure.
But yeah. Although, funny enough, on Saturday, I saw a Patrick Troughton one, which was I found amusing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But as I say, yeah, I think with the docudrama, I think it could get the younger generation more interested in the Hartnell era.
If nothing, sorry, Mo, you go.
Sorry, Graham, you go on.
No, I'm just going to. If nothing else, Josh, it'll give the younger generation a greater appreciation of the first two actors to play the role, because they'll have more material to go back and review.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, especially when Gatiss, really, Mark Gatiss has included Reece Shearsmith as playing Patrick Troughton's role, although brief, you know what I mean? So, which is good. So, you know, not a lot of directors would have bothered to go and include the regeneration. They could have, you know, just said, oh, at the end of the day, Patrick Troughton's final episode was the 10th planet and blah, 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 and such and such, you know. But, yeah.
This is kind of an off-topic question, but it ties in with that. Do you think that they would do a second movie that deals with, like, the Troughton years?
Oh, I hope they do. Hint, 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 Gatiss, I hope you do.
Yeah, because Mark Gatiss is, he's been psyched to do this one, you know, just about how it's all started. And from what I'm hearing, he's done an amazing job with the docudrama, just from the little bits I've seen and from the trailer that got leaked out from Comic-Con. Too bad the 50th anniversary trailer didn't. Oh, that's a whole other
Let's not go there.
Don't get me started there, Freedom Man. Don't get me started there, boy.
I helped myself in, but just from what I've seen, plus from what I've read about it, because they actually literally went to a restoration company and bought the actual, bought or rented on whatever they do, from an actual company that had working 1960s style BBC cameras. So everything you're seeing just about on that studio floor, right down to the last nut and bolt, is authentic to that period.
Yeah.
And guys, I gotta be honest. I'm actually looking forward to that more than the 50th anniversary.
I hate to say it too, but in some ways, yeah.
Same here, mate. Same here.
Because at least there, I know I'm getting 90 minutes. Oh.
Hey, Gatiss, go for the job that Moffy's got. I'm fully behind you, mate.
No,
go for the job. Go for it.
You're looking for Gatiss to go Capaldi's third year, are you, Mo? Oh, why not? Why the hell not?
Why not? Take over. It's mutiny. Why not? We'll all back you.
Yeah.
Mutiny.
Yeah. There'll be sword fights in the car park like Highlander.
I do not want to see another pirate episode, man. No. Jeez.
I can see that now. Gatiss taking off Moffat's head and screaming, "There could be only one."
What's that thing with Mary's Queen of Scots, Graham, in it? No, sorry.
What? That's a bit on the. Jeez, talk about put my neck on the block there, Mo.
Mutiny. Come on, man.
Mutiny. Yeah.
I mean, do you think he'd be a great producer, though, wouldn't he, Gators? I think he's got more respect for the classic era.
Oh, remember, Moffat's a fan.
Yeah. Fan of his own.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, fan up his own, yeah.
And he gave us stingers.
They gave us what?
They gave us stingers and hashtags.
Oh,
Was that no
right,
Captain
yeah.
Scarlet? Oh, Stingers, sorry.
And a picture of some Daleks.
That's riveting stuff, isn't it?
Do you know what? I'm aiming at this at Josh and Wolfgang, really. As being British, me and Graham, I'm going to be really ashamed of being British when 2016 comes. Do you know why, guys?
Why is that?
Live long and prosper.
Because the 2016 is going to be the 50th year of Star Trek, and I'm going to be really embarrassed as a Doctor Who fan.
Yeah.
It's going to be pathetic.
There'll be Klingons everywhere. Shit.
There'll be specials everywhere. God, it'll be Star Trek this, Star Trek that, and what have we had?
Star Trek toilet paper.
Ooh. Hello.
No, come on, Freedom. We've had stamps, Doctor Who stamps.
Well, yeah. Couldn't wait to like those. Jeez.
No, but I just had to get that off my chest.
What gets me, guys, is like when this whole thing started up, we're like, hey, we're doing the 50th, we're doing the 50th. Don't think that we're not going to do this or that. We're going to have tons of stuff. It's you're going to have Doctor Who falling out everywhere. And aside from the Doctors Revisited, which is once a month, I think it's pretty dry. I mean, the Sahara Desert's probably got more water in it than this whole thing.
Well, it's probably got more Doctor Who episodes buried under the sand. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Somewhere in about Area 51. Yeah. Jeez, man.
I mean,
Area 50.
I figured they would have been trying to do more than one episode to highlight each Doctor. I figured they would have put hey, we're going to put 5 of the best Doctor Who episodes on that we've got, to show the fans what the show has been about, and do it on a weekly, movie of the week or something.
Just going off topic, do you know what I would have done for the 50th?
Sure, go ahead.
I would have had the docudrama with David Bradley.
Yep.
And then I would have had another one with Reece Shearsmith on the Troughton. This is all leading up for the 50th. Then I would have had another one with someone representing the Third Doctor.
You would have been through them all.
Yeah.
Well, Paul McGann would have been the quickest movie in freaking history then.
But you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But but I would have said the most. I would have at least stuck to the most important 3. Do you understand what I'm saying? Say the first 20 years or first 10 years rather.
Oh, when someone says David Bradley is playing William Hartnell,
yeah,
I keep thinking of Hellraiser, Pinhead.
Oh God,
Doug Bradley.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, I can see that now. The TARDIS suddenly turns from a police box into a little gold cube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
I mean, to be honest with you, we should have had, Daleks popping up from everywhere, really.
Yeah, like I said, I don't even like to
Couldn't
discuss.
afford
What was that, Graham?
No, I was about to say when they mentioned Daleks, they probably had to pay the Terra Nationist every time they popped up, so they done it on the cheap.
Well, they're contracted now to appear in every season, so.
Yeah.
Which is, to be honest with you, it's a shame because it devalues them.
Absolutely.
They were in the Wedding of Rivers song for a minute or something, and
Yeah,
Well, they go around it, and they go around it in Tennant's Farewell here by that. What was that?
I thought how they used the Dalek in the Wedding of River song was good because it wasn't overdone.
The Waters of Mars, I think that was their only appearance in the specials.
Yeah, it was. That was a way around that. Oh, look, Adelaide, you're a kid. There's a floating Dalek out your window. There you go, Terry, you're paid.
Yeah. And some Dalek spaceships, I think, were in the End of Time when they showed Gallifrey. I think there were some Dalek saucers are crashed.
Yeah, but they already covered it that year with the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't even like to discuss the 50th anniversary anymore because the more
but just before you wrap that up, Brian, I know we harp on about this, but some credit must go to Nick Briggs, whose production company's doing it right with the light at the end.
Yeah, we have that to look forward to at least.
Oh, but come on, it's audio. You know what I mean?
It's 100 minutes. I like that 100-minute audio.
But do you know what? I've got a funny feeling. The reason why we're probably not getting a full Doctor appearance in the 50th anniversary is, I think, and don't quote me on this. I don't know. I'm just guessing. It could be contractual reasons between a Big Finish and the BBC. What do you think about that, guys?
Either that, or there was a meeting sometime last year where Gatiss, Nick Briggs, and all them sat down and go, you realize if they all appear in your special, it's going to screw up the continuity for Big Finish.
Because you think about it, yeah. Who's not going to be appearing in the Light at the End? David Tennant and Matt Smith.
Yeah,
And Eccleston, but who's appearing? Well, and you could say John Hurt, but who's appearing regularly in the movie? In these TVs, in the 50th special, David Tennant and Matt Smith, and John Hurt.
And I think they can't use Davros in Big Finish because he was in the TV series.
Exactly.
Davros in Big Finish.
But what they do now, because Davros no longer will appear in the TV series now, that they are able to use him. So I think maybe that's the case with the classic Doctors.
They can use them. They just can't be on both platforms at the same
time. I think that's the.
They can use them. Yeah.
I think that's the issue with the classic Doctors. I'm afraid to say.
Yeah, but they're going to have their skit.
Oh yeah, that'll be a whoop-de-doo. Zippity-doo that day.
And we had those clips from The Name of the Doctor.
Yeah, guys running around in their suits. Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy that done Colin Baker wasn't even Colin Baker. But we'll not get into that.
Hey, Graham.
Yeah.
I'm going to set your mind back 1983, 20 years.
Long way. Yep.
Right. Now you remember 20 years ago.
There you go. Yeah.
November 23rd, 1983.
That's
what was
30
on?
years ago, right?
Oh yeah, 30 years. Oh God, I'm getting old.
Yeah, 1993. I'll tell you what was on. It was Dimensions in Time.
Oh no, we quietly, sweep that out.
Don't count that. Yeah.
Show us on the doll.
Under the carpet.
Show us on the doll. Where did Dimensions in Time touch you?
Right in the groin.
I can't. It'd be too rude, mate.
Yeah, kick me right in the groin.
It'd be too rude, mate. I mean, But as I say, you remember 30 years ago, right?
Yep. Yes.
Right. And what charity event was it on? Did it appear in the Five Doctors? Children in Need.
Yep.
With Terry Wogan.
Good old Terry. Yeah.
And do you remember? And it was, how long was it?
I believe it was 90 minutes.
90 minutes. And you also had the bonus of all the Doctors, even Richard Hurdle coming out of the TARDIS.
Being in studio.
Yes.
Each of them was given a fair amount of time. Like, each one had a companion and stuff.
Well, apart from Tom Baker, he wasn't on.
Yeah.
But,
Shut up.
Wait.
But, at least they had the courtesy to ask him.
Yeah.
You know.
You hear that, Muffy? Yeah.
Hey, Graham.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they'll let him back in Scotland?
I reckon we should just rebuild Adrian's wall before he even attempts to come back here. He wouldn't come back here anyway. He's outgrown this place. You know, he's made his money.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
maybe Tintin 2s might be better.
Maybe, yeah.
oh, guys. Anyone else want to throw anything out there before I bring this one to a close?
Well, I think to sum it all up, I think the best thing that could happen for the 50th is finding these episodes, even though they've probably been sitting on them for close to 3 years, and starting to release them. I mean, we're probably all going to be disappointed in the 50th anniversary, but there's other things to look forward to, I guess.
Well, if we
Yeah.
if we put pressure, maybe, I guess the best to hope for is that we maybe pressure them into getting classic Doctors for Series 8, maybe. And, let this 50th anniversary be the start of it all and stuff. And have Capaldi meet with past Doctors.
I'll just say, I mean, if these 9 come out that you mentioned, Bri, that's a good start. And as you say, I hope it's at the tip of the iceberg, and we get many, many completed serials. Just to pick up on your point there, Josh, with regards to we're probably going to be disappointed in the 50th. I agree with you. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it'll be a bad story in terms of it'll be a decent TV story, but it will not be a story worthy of a 50th anniversary celebration.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the problem with the 50th is that we all have high expectations of what it should be. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not taking away anything that Dr. Freedom has said. I agree. There should have been past Doctors that pop up more than just, Tennant. But on the other hand, for whatever reason they have chosen not to do that, we still have high expectations. And, if they're not delivered, they're going to really drop the ball.
You see, it's not my high expectations. It's a matter of respect.
Yep.
This is the last, probably, Tom Baker is 79 years old. And worldwide, before the new series started, as far as anyone was concerned, he was the Doctor. And here they are, they come to the 50th anniversary, and they don't even have the common courtesy to have him appear. That's what ticks me off about it more than anything.
I'm curious, and I mean this with respect. If they decided that they were just going to go with Tom Baker for the special and have him back as the Doctor, would you have been pleased with it?
I'd have been a lot more pleased, but at the same time, if you're going to look back on the past Doctors, you should have all of the surviving Doctors on there.
Sure.
But I personally would have been pleased personally.
Yeah. Because this is going to be probably the last time, we have a chance to have him on screen reprising the role. The guy's 79 years old, and he's gotten quite frail, but, I've had a lot of people go, well, they're too old. I said, oh, really? Because John Hurt is 73 years old.
Yeah.
And it's
Win
like,
that one.
So it's how does that work? And also the fact that when they did the 3 Doctors all the way back in 73, William Hartnell was in an advanced state of arteriosclerosis, and they still went out of their way and rewrote the entire thing so that he could still be on there.
Yeah.
And it just seems like they're not even going to bother to try, because this is going to be Moffat's shining little nugget that he's going to get put out worldwide so he can get 10, 10, 4, 5, 6, and 7, or whatever he gets again. That's my thing. It's a billboard for Moffat.
I just hope it doesn't kill off Snowy.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, I just got that. But, I mean, to be honest with you as well, the reason why I say Tom Baker, but I have to agree with Brian, really. It was, it is the 50th anniversary, and you have to give respect to previous Doctors. But I wouldn't have minded Tom Baker, because I remember back in the late 70s, believe it or not. I mean, he was the predominantly only Doctor to promote the show, really, in America, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, the other guys went and done that later on in the 80s, so.
Yeah, so, so really and truthfully, you got to give the guy respect, I mean.
Well, like I said, I'm going to give the 50th a fair hearing. I am going to watch it. I'm going to watch it with no expectations whatsoever. And
yeah.
Like I said, though, if the classic Doctors aren't there, as has been advertised, then I'm sorry, it's an automatic fail as far as I'm concerned. sure, I'll enjoy the program and all that, but I'm still going to go, but this...
They will be there, but only as a cameo role.
Cameos or voiceovers, that's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, I feel the same.
I mean, you know, I think...
At this point, guys, I think the only thing we can hope for is just them delivering a good story. But again, it's a letdown, like you've said, Dr. Freedom, because, you know, it boils down to the respect.
Okay, guys, well, I'm going to go ahead and bring this one to a close. I want to thank each and every one of you for sitting in on this last-minute podcast.
Yep.
So take it easy, guys. Everyone out there, have a great time in TV land tonight or in YouTube land or wherever you're at.
Yeah.
Good night.